Good morning, everyone. This will be frame 3, week 3. Feels like I didn't stitch this design forever. I brought my monster frame from Dream Stitch. My puppy station usually up there. They said, see what I did. I grabbed a pillowcase and just cover part that I already stitched. It didn't cover all the way, but that's okay. And it's another rainy day outside and perfect to stitch. To me right now it's only Monday and I am coughing out my soul and my brains. I have a headache. So today with my voice and all this, I don't think I will be able to record. So what I'm thinking, I have a book with me in here and I have only few threads left because mostly of them I stitched before I went on vacation, and I just want to show you right now progress where I am right now. So I will park a whole bunch of threads today and hopefully have some stitched. I'm trying to get maybe stitch somewhere in here, this part, I don't know. But today it's going to be just a stitching for me, and while my canvas was standing, it's slip away from the frame again because it's a little fabric in here to catch, and I will have to probably reframe again before I start stitching. So tomorrow on Tuesday I will try to record and hopefully I have a more energy to talk, and we will be stitching together. So right now, of course, for you will be in a second. For me it's going to be a whole day, but I will take a time and park all threads that I need in this patch and hopefully have some progress in stitch. This morning I was stitching my green peony that I started from New Craft Day on my birthday stitching. I love those peonies and I was stitching good chunk last night and this morning. I would love to have a more progress up there, but let me get a second to you and see what I have in here. So right now this is what I have, and it is Tuesday now. I don't say that I feel any better, but I have to record this video no matter what. And please remember, it's not a chore to record video for you. It's the chore for me to talk because I'm probably gonna explode and cough time from time, but let's try it. As you can tell probably, if it's just a second for you, I added lots of colors. I created some blooming bushes in here, and I parked lots of threads, and I stitched a lot yesterday, and now I will try to see how much I can do this until the end of this video. Hopefully I can more close this little patch that I have, and I'm going to bring you a little bit more close to me. Let's just readjust a little bit, maybe this way, and see what we can do with those yellow patches in here. So I will try to create. I kind of finished a whole bunch of threads in here, especially all this kind of orange bright colors. It was fun to stitch, I have to say. It's a pretty colors, and a few of this I parked to the very end of my canvas, which is another beautiful bright bushes on the very edge of left corner on the bottom of there. So I already, wherever I finish on this little bush in here, I parked my threads where I could see, where I did not see. Colors I put back into my book. Now what else I did last night? Well, so basically I stitch and park my threads till I have a good light from the window, because now with this big huge frame I can't really work on my desk. It has to be between those night tables that I show you one time in my video how I stitch. So now I'm just going to stitch wherever I have sunlight, and then I switch to my next project that I've been working. So last night after stitching the Ambilight, I did a row and a half bead stitch my pretty peony, this purple peony, and this morning I finished another row and a half. So altogether from last night and this morning I finished 3 rows. So before my vacation I finished 2, so now I have a full 5 row of 20 finished for the month of April, and that is not nearly enough at this point. I have so little left, and I have 15 more rows left. So maybe later, if I still have energy to record, I might will do another row of bead and stitching, because you know how I do. I put my beads on the thread, or the big truck vacuuming and washing road. Unfortunately, I have 2 cars parked on my side, so it's not going to be washed. That's okay. After winter time, it's been second time. The first time side parking cars wasn't there, so it was nice and clean first time. After winter was all the salt and debris. Now it's not bad. Time from time they keep washing roads and vacuum to keep it clean. So today wasn't my lucky day to have my side clean without no car parking. Okay, no barking, Daisy. No barking, I'm stitching. So go back. They wanted to run to see. Oh, somebody delivered something. I saw some lady just stop by. Aha. Hold on. I might have a package on the deck. No, it wasn't my package. That was delivery for Catherine. That wasn't for me. She ordered grapes and ice cream from the grocery store. Yes. She liked to use the online shopping, and she just ordered whatever she wants. Why not? Good for her. She worked for her money. I very often offer her to give her money back for grocery, whatever she spent, and she don't want to take it. She says she has her own money. That's it. And if I need something, if I would ask, she would give me in a heartbeat. Oh yeah. Very kind little young lady. You know what she's doing? Oh my God, you will never guess. My ears could not believe what I heard last night. She said, Mom, where is the mystery diamond painting you said you got? The one from Goodills that I just did review. She started to work on it last night because she's not feeling good. She can't do nothing. She's not feeling like to read. So she decided to do diamond painting. And last time, if I can remember when she did last time diamond painting, well, I cannot remember because that was a very, very long time ago. So she started. Oh, I see my hubby is strolling. I didn't hear him park. Okay, I have to pause my video and get back to you. About an hour later, I'm ready to continue. I think this one already third thread that I'm stitching right now. So finally I'm here alone for now, not sure for how long, but let's get some stitching. So I finished 2 threads. There was the yellow symbol we started with you. I still have a few stitches left in this circle, didn't finish, like didn't have enough thread to finish. But now I'm trying to do this gray stripy symbol. I have lots of this. And I park like 4 threads, I think, of this color in here. So we should have enough of stitching on one spot. At the same time, I have a parked in here in this symbol and the blue one, I think. Yeah, I do have a blue one. So we should stay for a while. If depends how long I can stitch. And I'm sorry this video will be a little bit too short for you liking. I feel like taking a nap, to be honest. So whatever I was saying to you before I stopped my video, I think I was talking about diamond painting that Catherine was doing when she will do a little bit more. She's not feeling good, she went for a nap. I will show you, or maybe even once we'll work with you together on it, just to figure out what's in that picture. Unless she's so in the mood to finish, we'll see. And I almost forgot, I have a new start. Yes, I did. That you did not see yet, but I stitched already up there. I don't know, I don't even know how many stitches. More than 500 for sure, maybe close to 1000. I stitched just once, I think. Oh, maybe not 1000, because I stitched only one time, and that is my custom cross stitch of mushrooms that I did. Yes, I wanted to see how this time Dream Stitch did work on it. So it looks good, right? I still have to kind of in some area with the lightest color, and because it's a 16, first time I believe I order in 14 count, but this time I believe it was sent to me in 16, if I remember correctly. So it's smaller, so print is some simple. I do need to kind of look into the book to make sure I see correct, but it's going to be very pretty, better than cover actual in the picture so far. I don't have it here with me to show you a little example, but I guess I will create a separate video on new start, and we will stitch with you a little bit. Maybe I will stitch up there, like I'm literally working like through the confetti, and together with you I will stitch a little bit bigger patch of the color, so it's more comfortable to record video. And I feel like I'm in trouble because so many pretty designs that I started already, especially the fairy brand, and that I'm in trouble with my old canvases in whips. I feel like, you know, I don't want to be abandoning them. I need to get some stitching on my oldest whip and get to the progress. So maybe next month I'm thinking to pull out like the oldest one and try to make a progress on them, at least like 1000 stitches on each one. I have some designs in my mind that I didn't stitch for a long time, which we covered them last year, stitching little by little, but definitely need to work more on it. And I'm getting very dry. Excuse me, please. I don't really want to chop my video because who knows how many times I have to stop. Plus I still have to do back stitch on my latest finish on my owl, and to be honest, right now I'm not feel like do back stitch. Usually when I finish canvas, I do back stitch right away and I wash the same day, and it's good. Because this canvas kind of got me when I sick, and I feel like I'm prolonging and I might have to stop my video because I'm getting a cough attack. Ooh, that was wild. Okay, I have to use this one. Catherine refused to take them, but I'm not trying to be rude, but my friends, I have to keep this one behind my cheek and kind of suck on it, otherwise I don't think I can go through this video. So please excuse me if my words are funky sound. I need to have this candy to help me breathe. Oh my. Like out of nowhere, all of a sudden cough gets me, and it's getting so dry and sticky, my throat, that literally my tears just pouring off my eyes and I can't stop. Catherine worse, she's cough till she falls asleep. The only she resting when she sleeps. We are joking with her. She say, "Mom, I'm gonna have a 6-pack without even going to the gym from cough so much and stomach, you know, muscle getting spasm." She say, "I'm going to be so strong at the end of this cold." Yeah, she's still joking. What happened these days? I do have some death in the family. My second cousin, his wife passed away, and it was a funeral on Easter Day. She passed away on her birthday, unfortunately. And my cousin, he 1 year older than I am. When we were kids, let's say like 5, 6, 7 years old, he was like chubby boy, and I was skinny like a twig, little tiny thing. And when we get together, oh my God, we would wrestle, and I always beat him up. Because I was so strong in my legs and my hands, I could hold his, like, grab his thumb with my hand like this, two of his with one of my hand, and he wouldn't get out. That's how strong I was. Or lock him with my leg, and that's it. He would ask me for mercy. So it was a fun time as a childhood. Then I moved away, then he moved away. He actually lived not very far away from one of my sisters, where Marina from. And yeah, so that's what happened. When I was on vacation, I got some bad news from my son. We were chatting with him, and I was in Dominican, and he called me, and he said all of a sudden, "Mom, just a minute, my girlfriend's father got wounded. I will give you a call back." So unfortunately, like, my son in Ukraine, he has a girlfriend been dating right now, I don't know, maybe 2 years or so, and they're all like a military family. So she went to military as well as her parents, and my son and her father was together for a while, for about a year or even more, and then they sent them to the front line, so they got separated after that. So he was in the front line and my son basically doing other thing, by kind of guard, it's like a guardian angel, protecting sky over the soldiers. Okay, that's his job. So he, by the joke they call him, like, you know, future father-in-law. A missile strike and he got wounded with lots of metal particle. Fortunately, he will live with many holes in his body right now. I said to my son, just, you know, it's okay, you can send me a picture of him. I just want to know his condition. After all, it's going to be a future family. Obviously, I cannot show you in this video for the sensitivity of YouTube. But yeah, that's bad. So he's still in the hospital, but will live. Not sure after recovery if he'll go back to the front line or not, or will be retired. Depends how his health will go after that. So that was a scary moment for my son, and I was, you know, feeling for him because he's the one who had to call to his girlfriend to let them know what's going on. So that's kind of was a black kind of line on my behalf in my family. And I just spoke to my son. His break got a little bit short. They send him back tomorrow to the front line. Thing is going on. Lots of commotions, so he need to go back and protect. And I told him, no matter what, even you exhausted, tired, just send me one word or one emoji, just so I know you're okay. And that's our thing. He said, Mom, I promise I will give you a call. Yeah. Oh my God. This morning I got arrested. No joke. I got arrested and put in the handcuffs. Do you want to hear the story? Okay. Open up your ears, sit comfortable. I will tell you a story. My son arrived this morning from work. He was working all night. He works security at a casino. And he got promoted to a supervisor. So he's kind of like in training this last couple of weeks. So he came home this morning. I was resting on the sofa. He said, Mom, give me your hand. I pull out my hand from the blanket. He put a handcuff on me. Oh my God. We laugh. I say, oh, you got a new toy. So, just a one hand, but that was just fun. I say, oh, do this to your father. He said, I was going to. I met him on the way back home. I saw his truck. I told him, stop your truck. But he was in a hurry. So yeah, of course it's a joke, but it sounds like, oh my God, Natalia got arrested. Yeah, so he was practicing on one of my arm. I say, that's okay, I have no energy, just do on one hand. And then he has a special key to open, so that was kind of cute. He was dying to get those new toys, something, handcuff, some kind of, I don't know, gun, gas gun, whatever. He wants, a few times he wrestled bad people in casino. It's not just you know, peaceful people gamble. Some people get nasty, telling some words. Some people getting really aggressive to security ladies. Even my husband one time went to casino play game, and one of the like, you know, the when you get into casino, security people check your ID, and he got really nasty, and my husband even protect her. She was thankful for that he was on her side. Well, she was just a little tiny thing. So yeah, he's like, big guy, aren't you embarrass yourself to go after women? So yeah, and then something happened on the floor that my son had to put guy to the ground, and others, at that time he wasn't he was just a regular worker on the floor. So he brought guy down, and then other security guys show up and put a handcuff on him and ban him from casino for a few months for the first time. And then later on, if he don't approve, he will be banned forever from Canada's casino, from every casino usually. So he got arrested, mama, today. Oh my god. Yeah. Is that the same symbol? I think so. You know what? Well, few stitches still. I can make it kind of far away for you, right? You know what? I'm gonna pull out this one needle, and I will bring you a little bit more to more comfortable position. Hold on, where are we going to work? How about this patch? Looks like a lake right now, but it's going to be green. This one thread. I don't know how I manage. Maybe by walking by the ocean on vacation. See, I peeling on both of my hands in here. Peeling skin. Got a little bit too much of the something. Oh, another thing I want. Okay, hold on. Why I don't like it? Sorry, this frame, with this frame only, I'm having a trouble right now to place my tripod more comfortable. So I hope it's okay for you. Any other cross stitch with smaller frame will be a better position for my camera. So I want to give you update. When I did review on Fairy Brand, I told you that Fairy Brand thinking of, because of this cover, and also they've been doing this before I even mentioned cover, they want to do digital pattern similar to Saga. But I told them that I did test kind of poll question on my channel and ask you, my lovely subscribers, if you like to have paper or you prefer actually digital. So I told them that most of you want to have a book, still, you know, have a book. I like book too. Especially older generation don't like to download nothing, and then you have to have a or tablet or cell phone, depends what kind of program, not always compatible with your device. So I asked them if they please could still keep a book, maybe just cover change, and that's it. So they thank me for my poll questioning, and you know, because now I'm just skipping all those stores that waiting forever answer, not everybody answer back. This time when I ask directly company who provide the designs, you know, Fairy brand specifically, they answer to me right away, and they will like my suggestions, and they say okay, they will keep a book, but at the same time it will be downloaded on a website if you still want to download in a digital program pattern, but they promised me that book also will be available, so let's hope that's how it's going to be. Okay, so whatever you wish, I will pass your messages to them, because we want to stitch in comfort. Okay, so if you have any other requests, questions about Fairy brand, shoot me a comment and I will ask them directly. I'm not going to wait from a store weeks and weeks for email to reply to them. I can shoot question through the email or message through the TikTok, and they usually reply very quick, which is awesome. They do have up there on the website those frames, you know, and I was checking if the frames are same price on the sizes with Dream Stitch, because Dream Stitch have a same frames for the cross stitch. I was looking for the other frames, the one that like just 2 bars and 2 small one on the sides, and I have to say the price probably the same, but it's a little bit different because the sizing different. On a Fairy brand, I look frame the smallest one, not smallest one, I was looking like for 80 centimeters one. I think it was a $95 or $85. Anyway, just a few dollars difference, but also difference on the size. In Dream Stitch, I saw 70 centimeters, one of the frames that I try to compare prices for you. But Fairy has a 80, doesn't have a 70. And Dream Stitch doesn't have a 80, but have a 70. And the other sizes as well. So so I would say price is probably the same, kinda. It's whatever shipping. I'm not sure about heavy duty and over a loan package from Fairy brand, how the shipping going to be, because when I received from Dream Stitch, I got extra payment from, because it was shipped kind of like from USA, or what was it, UPS, or yeah, they got me like a shipping fees or like a or border fees, something that I pay extra money for delivering to me. I think it's called border fees. How you call that? Oh my god, I definitely different word. I just can't think of it. Yeah, and I don't know, plus that was like a over loan package, so the weight would be heavy. How that would work from Fairy brand, I'm not sure. So if you order, let me know if you got any extra charge on it. And also I have to say that 5% discount code that you can use, that I have all capital letters Natalia, Also, I have a referral link for them, so if you order anything from their store, it will not cost you any extra money, but from those money, company will pay me small commission as a referral. So I want to say thank you so much for that. Definitely I can use them to support my son, my family in here. Okay, they all work kids now, they can support themselves. So yeah, thank you for that. I did receive one referral already, so thank you whoever orders something from my link. I appreciate that. But like discount code you can use anytime. I don't think company will own me anything for that. It's just for you to save 5%. That's not a big one. I think it's only 5%, but it's the same thing. Dream Stitch also have a 5% discount code on their website for my subscribers. What else I wanted to update? Yeah, that's what I wanted to update you on. Booklet from Fairy brand. Oh, and you know what else I was thinking today that kind of hit me? Because every time I see their canvases stitched, like especially now when I follow them, I see many of the Fairy brand cross stitch that already finished, and when they reveal them, like unroll different people, they show them not washed. So now I'm thinking, wait a minute, I hope the canvas is washable. Anybody of you tested out? If not, I will dip a little corner of my canvas and test, because the corners have such a big borders of the fabric, so if I make a wet little corner of the printing, they're not gonna damage my actual print. So I can be sure for that, but definitely would love to test it out, and I hope they are washable. So I'm kind of like spook myself on that one. Oh, look at that. Oh, this candy, Vapor Cool Max Cherry Freezy, called, really helping. My mouth's kind of on fire, cold, but at least temporarily taking a cough away. So if you have this problem, you have to have this candy. They're not that horrible. I don't know why Catherine refusing to take them. But she's taking a syrup. It's like a honey taste syrup from cold, cough, fever, all that stuff. She went today to school to ask for some homework to do at home, because we took her for 1 week on vacation. She missed the school, right? And now Easter, and she's going to miss a few more days being sick. So she decided, good student, she went to school for asking for some work so she can work slowly at home and not to be behind later. Yeah. How about, my friends, how you did your Easter when you celebrate? Not everybody celebrate because different religion, but if you do, how did you celebrate? If it's everything was good on your behalf, family, everybody healthy? Whew, strong. This candy is strong. Especially when you breathe in, it feels like your throat freezes. Good one. I take them in very extreme situations. Otherwise, I'm trying to drink hot tea. till it's get cold and it's turned to the cold tea. Ooh, 24 minutes. My camera gonna stop now again. And I better check battery. Okie dokie, so it's dark already to stitch. I have to stop, and that's where I am right now. So one patch in here, blue left, I already kind of started. So basically kind of this way. Hold on, we have a pen, Catherine pen. So I was stitching all this green in here, green around. What I was stitching here and here. So basically I am going to work kinda from this bridge in here, because I also park my thread. All that's all one symbol left in here to finish the road before it's go into the bridge, onto the bridge. So basically this part I will be working till I finish. Love the colors in here. There's still more colorful threads will be in here and certain symbols, but right now I have lots of threads to work in here. This one, or some of this I already reparked to next my bushes to the end. And I have a question. I'm just gonna answer this right now. If I like this big frame, it's good if you put your canvas correctly. If you don't have a room to store or have to work, it's maybe too big for you, and you can order something smaller. But the thing is, this is Joy Sunday canvas, and we all know that, like for example, this part it's white, but the part that in here go into the frame, it's like halfway. Seriously, it's like nothing really to grab in here. Plus you have to roll it. So every time I roll, it gets loosened up and slipping away. Because if you watch video review how Asian ladies do the work, they do tape. Put a tape to keep the button inside, and put tape into the canvas, then roll. Or you can stitch extra fabric in here. That way would be wonderful. If you don't want to have this big frame, you can have a shorter one, but roll canvas, for example, this way, like this way roll on this bar. So you have a shorter bar, comfortable to store, and you just have to stitch like sideways. That's what they stitch long canvases, because they are not as wide, so it's easy to put on a smaller frame. So yeah, this one big one, and right now I'm not using a middle bar because I'm kind of traveling all the way around. But since I get from here, that's my kind of workplace. After I do this part, I will go at least, you know, maybe 2 inches, or this 2 rows, right? That would be probably 2 inches to finish in here. That way I can roll my canvas good on this bar and not gonna slipping away. So it will be much more comfortable to stitch after that. But now, since I put away, moving around, and just keep slipping in here because there's nowhere to grip. So to do extension with the extra fabric, some old bed sheets, that will work if you don't want to use tape. I'm kind of afraid to use a tape. I'm afraid to have a residue, you know, leftover sticky residue and make a canvas dirty. So I just decided to work as it is, and if I would put later my new canvas to here, it will be or extra fabric stitched, or will be like made good. Alright my friends, my water already boiling, I have to go.